Here is the Sinn 544 on an alligator strap. The cool thing about this watch is because it's utter simplicity from the dial design, there's no, nothing that says how many meters water resistant it is or anything like that. Literally just a dial, some stick hands, and, indices all around. And, the lume is improved, but it's still like Super Luminova C1, more or less. Not C3, that would be super green and bright. But yeah, cool thing about it is robust, but the case is really skinny, maybe 10 millimeters or so. The straps, when you wear it on straps or even the bracelet, the actual diameter of you can see here, the outside diameter, which is what would show on your wrist, it's about 24 millimeters. So it almost wears like a big, giant, robust bracelet because it's so thick. Okay. And, so this is an example of how I like to wear it. It's on a leather strap, but then also, the bracelet is about the only thing that adds complexity to this, which people have said this clasp is too big. In reality, the clasp is ultra thin. And the reason is because the actual bracelet, it's really thick. So you need a thick, this clasp matches a bracelet. And so it's perfect. It sits on your wrist. I took it off to show you. When it sits on your wrist, it's literally microscopic skinny, right? And same thing over here. So it's super skinny because the bracelet itself is thick. And, to break up the whole monotone of the dial, simple case, about the only thing that adds flavor is this, right? The only thing that adds complexity is this. You can see all the detail, but it's going to be in fact, it might even be a stick, you can see the comparison there. It's a pretty thick bracelet. So to have a good clasp, which it is, built like a tank, this is just one of those clasps where you can just adjust on the fly, click, very tactile, right? If you're one of those fidgety people that likes tactile things, this is for you. Okay. But yeah, this is my strap. And then, cool thing about these alligator straps, if you haven't custom made for the watch, they'll blend perfectly. It's a push-pull crown, 38 millimeter size, vintage design. Again, if I could do it any other way, I would say make it only 100 meters instead of 200 meters, but give me a screw down crown. You could almost say this is significantly better because we are getting 200 meters of water resistance, but I wish I had a screw down crown. And I get it, you don't have to work. Now, anybody that's not me, I would never strip the crown, but other people that are new at the hobby might not know, and they might strip the crown. So there you go. You get diving-like characteristics on a semi-dressy watch that you can dress up with the crocodile bracelet, everything satin to match the case, or you can toughen it up with the robust bracelet to break up, change the look.